I'm Catherine and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if this is a return visit. First of all, I want to thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. That is just so incredible. I'm so honored and grateful to all of you who have supported me. Thank you so much. I am really just enjoying this and having so much fun, and I hope you are too. So today's video is going to be a first impressions of some new makeup that I picked up at the drugstore. This is a hodgepodge of products that I found at the drugstore, some from Milani, some from Flower Beauty, some from Jason Wu, some from E.L.F, Catrice. It's all a big mix. I just wanted to try out some of these products and see how they perform and see if they might be worth it for you guys. I know some of you really don't love first impressions videos and would rather have my review after I've used it for a while. I'm going to be doing some short, little tiny reviews of products that I've tried during the past couple months and keep you updated as I continue to use these products and give you my updated opinions. So without further ado, let's get started with some affordable drugstore makeup. I'm going to start off with this new primer for me. This is from Milani and it's called Chill Out. These are my kind of primers in the heat. I mean, 50 years old, I like everything to be cool, and this is a soothing primer with wild oat extract and ceramides. It is silicone free. Okay, I'm gonna squeeze some out. Boy, it looks like it's got silicone. Boy, that really looks like a silicone primer, but it says it's silicone free. Feels nice. It is cooling. A little, I don't know, feels a little stingy, to be honest. I'm not sure what's in it that's stinging my skin. I didn't see anything in the ingredients that stood out to me as something that would be very irritating on my skin, and it has cooled down, but it was a little stingy. It was a little stingy at first. It feels nice now, and there's not a lot of tack. It definitely smoothed everything. With a first impression, it's always interesting to see what somebody thinks the minute they put it on their face, but I need to try it a few more times and I will be getting back to you. It was either YouTube or Instagram, but somebody commented on my video where I did a comparison of the skin tints, the one from Tarte and the one from Fenty. And they said they had heard that this Essence Pretty Natural was a dupe for both of them and actually better. Of course, I had this in my collection and I've used it, but I maybe only used it once. So I'm excited to bring this back out. This is a hydrating foundation with hyaluron and aloe vera. I have the shade 50 Neutral. Just a little tube, squeeze out. Place a little bit on the face to start. Let's see what we're working with. So I will bring you in. This is very nice. It is more of a skin tint. I'd say light to maybe light plus coverage, but you can still see like my sunspots here, but overall I'm pretty evened out. It feels very nice, more like a tinted moisturizer, but with just a touch more than a tinted moisturizer. Very, very nice. It does remind me probably more, well, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of both because the Fenty is a little bit thicker than the Tarte formula, but both of these, and this is more of like it's not a moussey consistency, but it is a little thicker than both of those. This is very, very nice. The next product I want to use is a corrector, and this is a peach corrector from Milani. It is their tinted under eye brightener. So I'm just going to try this out. It is a peach shade. And I'm going to put just a little bit. It's a little bit darker peach shade than I usually use, but that actually might be good. And we're just trying to get those dark circles. Okay, I like that. Again, I'll have to use it a little bit more. I can still see some of the darkness here, so it didn't cover all of that up, and I don't want to load up under my eyes with this, so it's not quite as pigmented as I probably would like it to be, but it did even it out, and it does look very natural. Next, I have an interesting product from Flower Beauty. This is their Eye Bright palette. Comes with this little rollerball applicator, which is supposed to be cooling, and in this, and I've not, again, this is a first impression, but you have a primer. So this is more of just a clear, it looks pink, but it's more of a clear application. 2 different colors of concealer, and then a setting powder. Reminds me of the Makeup by Mario one, which I love, and I think a lot of people are trying to copy that. I already put that corrector, but I'm gonna actually put a little bit of this primer and kind of just see what that does. It's just supposed to kind of prime your under eyes. It feels nice. Quick interruption to allow my dogs to come in. And I don't know if you can see them, but I'll point. They are hanging out on the bed. Okay, so let's continue with this product. Clearly, I think the roller you only used for the primer. I can't imagine using it for the concealer. So I'm just going to add the lightest one, and we're going to see how this goes. The color is good, and I didn't have to put that much on the brush to get the coverage, which is nice, because that's what I don't want, is to have to apply a lot of product. Now I'm going to set that with this powder that they use, which I don't know about this powder. I don't know. It seems a little shimmery, but we're gonna see. It does have a little shimmer to it, just to let you know. I think that's to reflect some light and to brighten, which isn't a bad thing, but I think you do have to be a little careful. Okay, that's not bad. I really like that set. We'll see how well it does with creasing. Just so you know, I got the set in the light version. There was a fair, light, I believe medium, and deep. I think there was just 4, but this is an interesting product. I can definitely tell Flower Beauty is always trying to mimic kind of what's going on in the high-end world, and this really does remind me of the Makeup by Mario palette. I did go in and use the darker shade just as an eye primer, so on my lids, so we'll see how that works. Speaking of powder, I did get this new Jason Wu Ready Set Matte Powder. If you saw my video about Tati being back and how Tati made me buy it, this is another product that Tati made me buy. This comes with a really nice little powder puff, and I'm actually going to use the powder puff today. The feel of this powder puff is really nice. It comes with a nice opening there, and boy, this is doing a nice job. It's very lightweight. She compared this powder to the Huda powder, which I really liked. I don't know if you saw that video where I tried that Huda powder. The only thing I didn't like about that powder was it was so heavily fragranced. And this one has no fragrance. So she said, this is just as good as the Huda, but without any fragrance. And I was like, sold. And it's at Target. And it was very reasonable. I love this puff. It is very soft and very easy to press in. On hot days, this is a really nice product to have. Okay, going back to the E.L.F. Electric Mood, and I don't know how to say this person who they collabed with. It's like Pitazion. I'm not sure. If you know, please let me know. Pitazion, I believe, but they always have some sort of collab going on. But this is what drew me into purchasing this. Well, actually, the one other product too. This here is a cream palette, and you have a cream bronzer, you have a cream kind of a balmy highlight, and then you have 2 shades of cream blush. That's really interesting. I think that could be very, very useful. Of course, I'm going to be using my E.L.F. Putty Primer Applicator, which is the best for cream bronzers or blushes. I'm going to go into this cream bronzer, and we're going to see how well it stacks up. I'm hoping it's similar to the E.L.F. Putty Bronzer formula. But it's nice, and it is settling down into a powder, which I do like. So it blended very nicely. I love these cream to powder formulas that these cream products have now. I mean, they are so flattering and easy to work with. My biggest problem with cream products was sometimes they look so greasy on your skin. But look at this, just beautiful, nice, light sheen, but mostly a matte. Very, very nice. I like that a lot. I'm not gonna use the cream blush, but we are gonna come back for the highlighter. I have a different blush that I wanted to use. This is a new blush that I got from Milani, and this is a powder blush. This is called their Cheek Kiss, and I got the Golden Hour Glow, and it comes with 3 different shades. I thought it looked really pretty. I actually might kind of go into this pink and this mauve color a little bit, just a little kind of bounce around a little bit. That's the nice thing about a palette like this. And we'll see how this works, how pigmented these are. Milani blushes are typically really nice. Ooh, I like that. I might go into the lighter one now as kind of on top. Just give it a little bit more lightness. Milani powder products are so good. This is a nice palette, really nice. And I'm looking forward to it because it has the peach too. This would be great for travel because you kind of have all your shades that you'd want in one. Let's go back to the cream palette now, and we're gonna go into this highlight. I'm gonna go in with this Real Techniques. I'm gonna see how this works. This is a Real Techniques setting brush, but I want it a little smaller so I have more control. This is not gonna give you like glitter. It's more of like a balm highlight, which is really pretty and natural. Very nice. Ooh, I like that. So far, so good. This little palette is good, and so is this. I'm really impressed. So I'm pleased with the complexion. Very, very good. Now, I have a new product, and I have no idea how to use it, so we're gonna work with it together. E.L.F. came out with a new brow product. This is kind of like their little mini E.L.F. products, the little shadow products. Same kind of packaging. This one is in the shade Taupe that I got, and you get 2 waxes and 2 powders. And I think this was like $3. Crazy. So I don't usually use something like this, but I thought this would be interesting to try. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of go into the powder, a little bit of the wax and a little bit of the powder at the same time. I'm just using a brow brush, and I'm gonna kind of fill in and see what we've got going on. I think the tone is very nice. So I'm excited about that. I'm using this darker shade on the end. The wax is very easy to use too. I'm gonna actually just go in with the wax with my spoolie at the end and just try to kind of brush these up. But this is nice for a very natural looking brow look. What do we think? I kind of like it. It's a little darker than what I'm used to. I think in general, pretty darn good. The lighter shade, the only thing that worries me about this lighter shade is that it looks like it would be too warm for my brows. And I didn't go into the dark colored wax at all, but I'd like to play with this a little bit more. But for $3, this is incredible. I also purchased, and I probably don't need it with that wax, but I'm gonna go ahead and put on the Milani, the Clear Brow, which is not new, but I've been wanting to try it forever. Everybody says it's one of the best clear brow products at the drugstore, and I have yet to really find a good one. This one does feel nice. I like the brush a lot, and it doesn't feel too sticky or goopy. For eyes, I have a couple products. First of all, I got this Catrice 5 in a box mini eyeshadow palette, and I have the shade Soft Rose Look, and I'll show you what that looks like. Kind of a cooler. I got 2 shadow sticks from the E.L.F. Electric Mood, and this one, I cannot read the name on it. I'm so sorry, but that's the shade. That looks really pretty, like almost like burnished bronze in Laura Mercier. And this one is called Spotlight, and it's just a pretty champagne color. So I don't know if I'm going to use those today, but I am very interested in playing with those more. I really love my shadow sticks. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this Catrice 5 in a box. I'm going to go in with this rose shade and just take it all over the lid. Very pretty, reminding me of the Dusty Rose shade that is in the Soft Glam palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Very pretty shade. I really like that shade. That's really pretty. I think today I kind of want to use this next shade, this kind of a bronzy shimmery shade on top, and kind of stop there because I want to highlight those two shades. Very pretty. It's not too shimmery. It's more of a satin shade, and it's really just more of a match for that actual dusty rose shade. So this is a nice, pretty look. Okay, I like that. I think what I might do is use this E.L.F. Electric Mood, the shadow stick, as my liner. We'll try that. See how that goes. It might be too warm. No, I don't think so. For mascara, I've been wanting to try the Essence Lash Princess in the waterproof version. I've never tried the waterproof before, and I wanted to give that a go and see if that would hold curl better. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes, and I'll be right back. All right, let me bring you in. We'll do one of these eyes so you can see. The wand is just the traditional Essence Lash Princess wand, but this is the waterproof version, so I'm hoping it's going to be better at holding curl and maybe not smudging quite as much. Lately, when I've used my green tube, the regular one, it has flaked and smudged on me. It's definitely holding the curl. So here are both eyes. I'm liking this a lot, and it's definitely holding the curl a lot better than the green one. I got a new shade of the Milani Plumping Lip Lacquer, and this shade is called 130 Situationship. We're gonna try this out and see. It is really stinging my lips a little. This is, I even got a little on my tongue, and it's stinging my tongue. These are much more intense than the Keep It Full Lip Plumper. This is the Keep It Full Max, and woo, it's max. I don't know that I'm loving, I love the shade, but not with this eye look, so I actually might scrap this and try something different. Instead, I'm gonna try this Maybelline, the Stay, it's the Super Stay 24-hour color. This is in the shade 240. I can't read the little writing on the bottom, but I think this shade will look better with the rosier eye. And this has, I've never had one of these before, but I've been wanting to try them. On one end, you have the liquid lip. I like the long doe foot on this. This color is much, much better. It is starting to get sticky and dry down. And then on the other end, you have a lip balm that you put over the top. This is definitely sticky. Oh, it's really sticky. So we definitely need some balm. Let's try it. The balm is really nice. That makes it feel so much better, and it almost gives it a glossy look. But this color is really pretty. It's slightly cool, slightly warm. It's one of those good neutrals, so when you're using kind of a rosier or cooler eyeshadow look, this would be a nice one. This feels really nice once you put the balm on. Before I put the balm on, it did not feel that great. But with this balm, it feels very comfortable. I will be interested in knowing how long this actually does last, because I've never tried one of these before. I've only tried the other Maybelline. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put it up here. I love that formula. It's really, really good. But this one, it feels great, and I'm really liking the color. Finally, I have a new setting spray, and this is thanks to my friend Michelle here on YouTube. Thank you, Michelle, for alerting me that Neutrogena had a new setting spray. This is their hydrating setting spray, Hydra Boost. I went ahead and ordered this just off of Amazon, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this on top of this makeup. Okay, a few final thoughts on all of these products. The Milani Chill Out Primer I thought was just okay. It Didn't feel awesome on my skin, but I will keep using it. I really like the E.L.F. Mint Melt Primer a lot better than I liked this one at first impression. Boy, I'm excited about this and I'm gonna be pulling this a lot more. I love this formula. This is really nice. If you've been wanting a skin tint, this would be a good one. I know the Wet n Wild new skin tint is supposed to be really good too, but boy, this essence pretty natural. Very, very nice. The Corrector was good. I think I need to use this with more of a liquid concealer to see how it does, because it was just so much concealer action using this Flower Beauty as well. This is very interesting. I'm not creasing at all, and I kind of like the shine that I got from the setting powder. Very pretty. I'm gonna look forward to using this more often. This powder is great. As you can see, no cakiness, but it just set down my complexion so beautifully. I could actually probably put a little bit more on top, but I think I'm good to go. Loving this. Wow, and I'm excited to try the blush as well. The formula of the bronzer was fabulous. It is definitely a cream to powder formula, and I really love that kind of light, balmy glow highlighter. It's very natural, very pretty for summer. And I do love the two shades that you get a cooler and then you get a warmer shade. Very nice. This is beautiful and great to have three very interesting shades. I mixed these two. You could do a nice peachy pink look. You could add the peach, add a little bit more of the earthy tone. Lots of combinations, lots of possibilities. I'm very happy with that purchase. The brow product, I actually really think my brows look good. I'd love to hear what you guys think, but it was a little bit of work having to get out your little spoolie thing, but not too much. And I really liked this Milani Clear Brow Gel. The Catrice palette is very nice. If you are looking for a nice rosy toned, this will be beautiful, especially in the fall and the winter. I mean, it's pretty right now too, but these are very, very nice shades. And of course, this would be great for lining too. I didn't use that as a liner. I didn't use that at all. I really just used these two shades. But very pretty, and I like how compact it is. Nice, and the pigmentation's good. We'll see how well it lasts, but I really am happy with that. I'm excited about this Essence Waterproof Mascara. I'm hoping that this will not smudge and flake like I've been having the problems with the green one. So I will let you know, but so far this has held the curl much, much, much better. So this lip was crazy. I'm actually still feeling tingling from this Milani Keep It Full Max. It just may be a little bit too much for me, and the color really did not go with my eye look at all. So I needed to take it off anyways, but I'm still feeling tingling, and I maybe had it on for 20, 30 seconds. I do love this color though. Again, I wish I could tell you. I'll say it down below, but $240. This is a really pretty pink. I really love this, and I think it goes very nicely with the rosy eye. This is, and with the balm on, this feels great. Without the balm, whew, not good. But with this balm, I'm loving this. This setting spray feels great. It is hydrating. It has a nice, very light scent. So it's not overly fragranced, but it does have some fragrance in it. And it just helped to kind of hydrate my skin and set down my makeup. So thank you, Michelle, for that recommendation. Have you picked up anything great at the drugstore lately? Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. If any of these looked interesting to you or you've used them and you like them, please let me know that also. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe and join us here on a more regular basis. Give this video a thumbs up. It really does help my channel so much. And I'm so looking forward to seeing you in my next video.